Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing okay. I really didn't want to make this video, but I figured honesty is the best policy, so here we go. I can no longer be in good faith a practicing member of the Eastern Orthodox Church, and frankly it's because my values are completely incompatible with any form of social conservatism and with traditional moral teaching that is associated with most of Christianity. And this isn't something that's really new. Even when I joined the church 10 years ago, I had some ideas that even though they did not conflict with the strict dogma of the church, as was dogmatized by the ecumenical councils, a lot of the ideas that would have been considered like lesser than dogma, like doctrinal teaching, I really didn't agree with. And I've just really realized that my values and beliefs are completely incompatible with any type of social conservatism or traditional moral teaching. And I wouldn't say that this is a choice. I don't really think that most of the time we really choose what we believe. I think that we just find reasonable what we find reasonable based on the evidence and the information that is presented to us. And frankly, I'm very well versed when it comes to religion, theology, philosophy. And despite not having had much education, it's been my sort of special interest for years, and I'm looking soon at going back to college and actually studying religion and philosophy. But I've looked into a lot of the arguments that have been made for a lot of these different teachings and ideas, and I find all of them to be utterly unconvincing. And so it's not something, at least at this point, I really feel like debating with anyone. I know this might feel uncomfortable or perhaps even devastating to the people that have followed me for years, and what I have to say is, if you have found my content to be helpful to your spiritual journey, because I've had many people over the last 10 years or so that have contacted me to say that I've really helped them. I've had people, in different churches all around the country, when I visited different places, people who recognized me and said, hey, I really like your content that you've made. I found it really helpful, so on and so forth. And of course, in my own parish, I've had people recognize me a number of times. But at this point, I don't agree and I don't believe a lot of the ideas that are fundamentally necessary to be a practicing member of the Orthodox Church. So at this time, I can't continue with that. I'm not going to discuss at this point where I'm going or anything like that. It's just not the time. This is a personal transformation and journey for me. And it's been very sad and very uncomfortable because my religion and my spirituality has been so important to me over the last few years, more than a decade. And it's hard. It's sort of like grieving a loved one in a sense. And so, again, I assume that there's going to be people who are like, well, I'm going to unfollow you or unsubscribe, and that is your right. That's your prerogative. All I have to say for those of you who do choose to leave is thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and thank you for your kind words, and God bless and good luck to you. Otherwise, I don't really have much else to say. I'm not going to really answer any more specific questions at this point because it's been difficult for me, and it's going to continue to be difficult. So I hope everyone has a good rest of the year. Thank you, guys.